Example of review text about novel Harry Potter, Order of the Phoenix. I absolutely love the Harry Potter series, and all of the books will always hold a special place in my heart. I have to say that of all the books, however, this one was not my favorite. When the series began, it was as much of a feel-good experience as a huge mug of hot cocoa. The stories were bright, fast-paced, intriguing, and ultimately satisfying. Order of the Phoenix is a different kind of book. In some instances this works, you feel a whole new level of intensity and excitement by the time you get to the end. I was truly moved by the last page. Other times the book just has a slightly dreary, depressing feel. The galloping pace of the other books has slowed to a trot here, and parts of it do seem long. As if we're reading all about Harry just hanging out, instead of having his usual adventures. Reading in detail about Harry cleaning up an old house. For example, housekeeping is still housekeeping, magical or no, and I'm not very interested in doing it or reading about other people doing it. A few other changes in this book. The real world comes much more into play, rather than the fantasy universe of the previous books, and Harry has apparently been taken off his meds. I know that he had a lot to be grumpy in this book, especially with being a teenager and all, but the sudden change in his character seemed too drastic. He goes from being a warm-hearted, considerate person to someone who will bite his best friend's heads off over nothing. It just seemed like it didn't fit with his character. Like he turned into a walking cliché of the angry teen overnight. The real story seemed to happen in the last third of the book, and this part I loved. I actually liked the ending, and yes, I cried. As sad as it was, it packed a punch, and it made me care about the story even more. Still a really good book. With some editing, it would have been great.